Hello and welcome. This is an introduction to the Pi TV device. The Pi TV device is designed to run on a Raspberry Pi, although in theory pretty much anything that runs Linux with tweaking should be able to use it. What it allows you to do is to organize YouTube videos and other videos eventually into playlists and play them with your Pi, either through the HDMI port or the onboard audio port. It also allows you to control remote devices via infrared using the LIRC project and configuration files. So I'm going to give you a little demonstration of the device in action so you can get a better idea of what it's capable of doing. Okay, once you've run the Pi TV installation script and rebooted your Pi, you should now see that there is a new wireless access point available. So with your tablet or your cell phone or whatever device it is you're going to be using to manage the Pi, connect up to that access point. And once you've done that, go to tv.com. You can actually go to pretty much anywhere. You'll wind up at the same place, which is this login screen here. You don't actually have to be connected to the internet on your Pi to do this, but it is helpful if you're planning on downloading some videos. So I've got the password already saved. I'll log in. And now we're at the main control panel. The first thing you may want to do if you have a TV or a stereo you plan on connecting the Pi to is to set up the infrared remote for that device. Click the REM button for a remote and select the device in question. In my case, it's going to be a Vizio TV. Where is it? And once you've selected the manufacturer, you can get a list of available devices. If your particular device isn't listed, you can try using another one. Turns out that all of these work for my TV. And then you can select the remote slot you want to put it in. And now we've added the Vizio TV right here. You can add up to 4 different remotes. They'll each be displayed up at the top. This button toggles between the HDMI output on your Pi and the audio jack. Click it, it changes fairly straightforward. I'm going to set that to the audio jack right now. I've got a set of speakers plugged into it. If you're using the infrared control, some of the things you can do with it are to switch between HDMI and TV input. You can turn your device off and on. You can turn the power up or the volume up and down, or you can change the channel by clicking the number keys. If you are playing a video, the stop button will stop the video and if necessary move you on to the next one. The Y-tube button right here is for the YouTube module, which I've loaded in. We'll open that, and I've created a number of playlists and downloaded some videos into them. We can go into the classics and say Pink Floyd. Now the videos which have been downloaded will have a TV button next to them, and the playlist can also have sub-playlists, so we can go into, for example, The Wall. And all of these have been downloaded already. So if you click the TV button, it will play the video using whichever output you selected for the Pi. and it'll also be playing on the HDMI. And you can hear the video starting to play right now. This button pauses the video. This button stops the video. This button plays the video. So we can start it back up, pause it, start it, and stop it completely. If you want to play more than one video after another, you merely have to select them, hit the play button, and it will play them one after another. Stopping it will move you along to the next one. So as you noticed, I could also increase and decrease the volume of the Pi with these buttons. So it works in HDMI mode and it works in analog mode. Let's go back into our playlists. Look at a few more buttons. The plus button selects everything. Minus button unselects everything. The move button will move items to whatever you have selected here in your navigator. So if you wanted to move this to the trash, for example, we just pick trash, click the move, and now that's been moved to the trash. You can also use this to navigate and to move around. So if we want to, we can go over to the trash and we can find the song and we can move it to the appropriate place. So select, move, and now it's back where it was. If you have a number of items in the trash, pushing the empty button while you're in the trash will delete those items permanently. Deletes them out of the database and it deletes the video files out. You can select everything in the playlist with this checkbox here, and if you were to say move that, it would move the entire playlist to a new location. You can create sublists within a playlist, and you can also delete them using these two buttons here. And we have a download button, useful button. The way that works is you pick out a video or videos, select them, click the download, and now that video has been scheduled for download as evidenced by the little tiny asterisks here. And if you come back in a minute or two, you'll see that this video has in fact been downloaded. We can refresh here once or twice. Normally it takes maybe 15 to 30 seconds for a video to download, and here we go, it's downloaded. If a video hasn't been downloaded, you can click on the link here and it will actually open that video at YouTube. So you can watch it, preview it, decide if it's something you want to download or not. Now at this point you're probably wondering, well, how do I get the videos into it? To do that, go to the playlist section here and we will go ahead and add a playlist. And we'll call it, let's see, we don't need an ID, we'll call it placebo. Now we've created a new playlist, placebo. It's completely empty at this point. So next we'll do a search YouTube, and we'll put in placebo, best of, and do a search. I'm not sure if you can read all of this. It's not really well formatted yet. But we have a whole bunch of playlists that have come up in the results that were all created out on YouTube. So we'll pick one up at random, best of placebo, hope for the best. And when we click that, we can actually see what's in that playlist. And it looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff, so that looks good. So now we're going to create that into, or convert it to, a playlist. Placebo, and we'll call this temp. I'm creating a temp playlist here because what we're going to really do is to potentially, what you may do is bring in a number of YouTube playlists, fish through them, find stuff that you like, save those, delete the playlist, make another one, and scavenge through all the different stuff. And basically create your own playlist that way. Now, in this one, for example, we have a bunch of deleted stuff. So we'll just go through here and pick out some of the things we want. And maybe this. And this, and this, and this, and that, and that, and here. So we've picked out some songs. And we're going to move them from our temp list to our placebo final playlist. And we just do the move there. Now we can delete the temp playlist, move that to the trash, and then we can take a look at what's in our playlist that we're saving. And here's some bunch of videos. Let's pick one out and download it. Now that's scheduled for download, and currently it's sitting in the root of all of our playlists, so probably not a good place for it. We're going to put this in the punk category. I know placebo's not really punk, it's more kind of goth. It's more goth than punk probably, but it's not really goth either. Maybe it's emo. I don't know a lot of stuff about emo. We could put it into this playlist instead though. So let's do that. We'll move it. And now if we go back and we start fishing through our playlists, we go into the goth section, and here's placebo, and here's a song that we scheduled for download, already downloading. We'll play it. And that's essentially how it works. The Put Locker module isn't ready yet, but I do hope to have that by the time that this gets released, or at least a big chunk of it, which may be the summer of 2016. You may be wondering, well, why go through all this trouble when I can just play YouTube on my computer? The reason is that your computer may not fit into a cigarette box-sized package. You may not be able to easily run it with a battery. This device is designed to be mobile. You can take it with you. You can take it to a party. You can plug it into a battery-powered speakers. You can plug it into a TV if you're doing a presentation. There's all sorts of things you can do with it. Hope this gives you a better idea of what I've been working on these past few months. And if you have any questions or maybe you want to be a beta victim, feel free to let me know.